Internet, Eric here. Ass Kicking August continues. Unless I have a live stream plan, nothing but action films being discussed through the month of August. And today we're going to dive into video game territory. Today I'm going to discuss Mortal Kombat. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This came out in 1995. Basic plot of this is we are following the character of Liu Kang. Liu Kang is played by Robin Show, and he has gotten a telegram that his brother has died. And he finds out that his brother was killed by a sorcerer by the name of Shang Tsung, played by Kerry Tagawa. And there are multiple worlds in existence. And there is a martial arts tournament where you fight to the death, and Outworld is challenging. Outworld is trying to invade Earth. And if they win 10 straight victories in Mortal Kombat, they can invade Earth and take over. They have 9 straight victories. So, so Liu Kang is recruited by Lord Rayden, played by Christopher Lambert. He's part of a team that also has Johnny Cage, played by Lyndon Ashby, and Sonja Blade, played by Bridget Wilson, and they are taken to Outworld to compete in this tournament to try to be victorious to save Earthrealm. There's a lot more to it, but that's the basic plot of it. I really like this movie. Saw it in theaters. I was a fan of the video game franchise up until like the first 3, the ones for Super Nintendo. Even though I was more of a Street Fighter kid, I liked Mortal Kombat because of the blood and guts and stuff like this. Such a fun movie. First off, the acting. Robin Shaw. I wish there was more of him. I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy. He has definitely got a Hollywood look. He is very good in shape. He has such a fantastic uh, amount of martial arts skills, whether it's just punching, kicking. There's this great scene where he's fighting. Is he fighting? I don't know if he's fighting Sub-Zero, but he runs up the wall and then turn around, does a spin kick. He's really good. He's charming. He's charming in a lot of the way he acts. He's very good at comedy. Like, he's got a very good rapport with Lyndon Ashby. They have like a love-hate relationship to each other. You want to follow this guy, and you want him to win. So Robin Show is great. Again, wish I knew. Wish this guy did more. And if he is, I don't know where he's been. These 2 movies. Um, Beverly Hills Ninja. He was in Death Race, the Paul W.S. Anderson remake. And then I don't know what else happened. What happened to him? Anyways, Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage. He's this cocky guy, but he's not like unlikable. He's just kind of an asshole. But he's one of those charming assholes that you want to follow. You want to get to know him. You kind of end up falling for, well, not falling for, but liking, you know what I mean, because of his charm. So he's really good. He's a pretty good fighter. He's got some good quips. Bridget Wilson, I never thought she was a good actress. I know what you did last summer. Billy Madison, she's there to look pretty, and she's there to yell and throw some punches, and that's about it. She looks good in a tank top and some shorts, and that's it. She's a hot blonde. She's not intimidating. You don't buy it. Like when she's grabbing the thug by the shirt. Where's Kano? Stop. She's not good. Kerry Tagawa as Shang Tsung. Fantastic. Intimidating, scary, menacing, cool, intense, dangerous. I've said it all. And he's got a real regal feel to him. Like, you feel like he's someone important. When he's sitting in that throne watching the fights, you believe that he's someone important. So I like him a lot. And he's a great martial artist too. Who else? Christopher Lambert as Raiden. He's just there to laugh, make a couple quips, and like make lightning come out of his fingertip. Don't care. Other characters, there's a character named Art who's there just to get killed. He's whatever. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are there to look cool and have some great fights. Reptile, the same. Goro. Goro is an interesting character. He is animatronics and puppetry, and for 1995, it looks decent. His mouth does not always sync up with his dialogue, but he's got some pretty cool fight scenes for what they were able to work with. And probably my favorite character is Kano. Is it Trevor Goddard? I think he is. He's intimidating. I love the look. He's got the facial implant with the red eye. He's mean. He's vicious. He's cocky. He's disgusting. Like I love the scene where he's just eating like a pig in front of Goro when they're trying to talk and stuff like that. I wish he was in it more. He's taken out by Sonja way too quick. Yeah. So overall, the characters are good. I really the fighting amazing. Like I said, Robin's show is so good. The fight between him and Sub Zero I wish was longer, but there is some really good martial arts, some flips, some kicks. Um, I really like Johnny Cage's fight with Scorpion. Starts out in a forest. Why not? And then we get to see, because everyone knew who Scorpion was. Scorpion was probably the most popular character when it came to Mortal Kombat franchise, video games, because he had that harpoon and he could throw it, stick it into some guy, and he yells, "Come here!" and pulls his opponent towards him so he can uppercut or do whatever. And of course, he could rip his mask off. You see the skeleton because he's an undead soul, or a soul come back from hell and he can, set his opponent on fire type of thing. They started in a forest. We get to see that his harpoon is actually part of him. He'll put his hand like this, and it'll open up like his. There's a slit in his hand that will open, and there out comes this weird metal creature that will open up its mouth and squeal and then shoot out after his opponent, and it'll zigzag looking for him. So it does grab Johnny Cage and he says, "Come here." They fight in his lair, which is like this nasty part of hell with skeletons and stages made out of bamboo and wood. It's PG-13, so it's pretty violent. Some good fights, some good kicks. I love how Johnny Cage he's able to find a shield with blades around it. He's able to slice Scorpion because Scorpion pulls off his mask, and we get to see that cool Scorpion head, that skeleton head effect. This was directed by Paul W. Sanderson. And when he's slicing Scorpion, like he gets a slice down his arm and his chest, and like lava and goo pour right out, and then he gets like half of his head cut off. Love it. And then we get a little nod to the friendship fatalities. Once Johnny Cage defeats him, we get this little "To My Greatest Fan, Johnny Cage" autograph. There's a great unnecessary fight scene with the three heroes against a group of thugs in the dining room. Unnecessary, just to show off the skills. And I love how after they beat the shit out of all the bad guys, they're doing their pose. You know what I mean? Sonja still fucking sucks. She clotheslines the guy and then tries to look intimidating. As you can tell, I didn't really like Sonja. The set design is amazing. I love the set design of the castle, the temple that they're in. The beach looks cool, even with the little bits like where they're fighting in the sand, but you have the throne right here. I love how Liu Kang is fighting someone not from the gang, but from the game. But it's this actor who was on WMAC Masters, and that's making a comeback. He was the Machine. That was a cool fight. And it shows that Shang Tsung, after Liu Kang defeats this guy, that Shang Tsung can steal the souls of everybody that is defeated. And because this actor from WMSC Masters, he's black, I think it's a real cool use of his skin tone, because when Shang takes his soul away, his skin gets gray. So you can see the difference. And it's a really cool effect of the soul coming out of his body and into Shang's hand. There's another cool scene where Goro kills a man named Art, who is again another character created just for the movie, and who has become friends with Johnny Cage. And Goro kills him easily, and then Shang does this whole "your soul is mine" thing, and we get to see the soul ripped out of Art's body, but it's Art. You know what I mean? It's in the form of Art as it gets sucked into Shang Tsung's eye. The fight between Goro and Johnny Cage, I wish was a little longer, but he does do the split punch and punch the guy in the nuts. Final fight with Liu Kang and Shang Tsung is really, really good. We get to see the fireball that he uses on Shang Tsung. We get to see the pit of spikes. Yeah, soundtrack, amazing fucking soundtrack. Everyone knows the Mortal Kombat theme. I think it's by the Utah Saints. I had the CD. I played it on repeat, God knows how many times, and it's still banging. You had a bunch of other good songs on this. Even Tracy Lords has a good techno song. A lot of it is techno. There is this one sweet song, this real melancholy song that plays when Shang Tsung is defeated, and this big pillar of light comes out of his body, and it's all the souls that he has taken over the years, the centuries, I guess you would say, and they're floating around and going away, and then Liu is reunited with his brother Chan, and they have this nice little goodbye, and it's the whole cheesy, one day we will be reunited, but until then, go in peace, my brother. That whole thing. It still works. It's still great. Yeah, it's an amazing soundtrack. I love the ending. Even if there was never a sequel, I love the ending. How everybody's all happy-go-lucky back in the Temple of Light, where Liu Kang is from. Boom, out pops Shao Kahn, and I think it's Frank Welker. I could be wrong. And he's like, oh, you weak, pathetic fools, I'm here for your souls. And then Raiden says, I don't think so. Finally fucking does something. They do the pose. Psh, Mortal Kombat. Great. Great fucking action movie. Love it. Great characters, great performances, aside from Bridget Wilson. She just fucking sucks. She looks good, though. So I'll give her credit for that. Even Johnny Cage says, nice outfit. And she goes, oh, that's why you're hired, okay? It's not for your acting skills. Martial arts action is amazing. Robin show how he did not become a bigger action star in America. I couldn't tell you, because he is fantastic in this movie. Lyndon Ashby does decent. Bridget Wilson can throw a punch, and she does her little Frankensteiner move. Kerry Tagawa, such a great villain. Trevor Goddard as Kano was amazing. He's the best character in this movie. Goro might take a little getting used to, especially if you're a newer generation. You did not grow up with what we had in 1995. And a banging soundtrack. And Christopher Lambert, he sucks. But other than that, highly recommend Mortal Kombat. Now, don't get used to it. It's PG-13 if you grew up, again, with the violence of the games right now, because it's PG-13. They do what they can. What happens to Scorpion is pretty cool. There's a great fight scene. And one thing I will knock it, again, if you guys are having trouble with the Goro animatronics, you are definitely going to hate the CGI of Reptile. When he's in his reptile form, he looks awful. But he has a good fight scene when he gets sucked into a statue in Outworld and morphs into a human form and fights Liu Kang. You get to see Liu Kang's bicycle kick, which looks okay. Another good fight scene. But other than that, I'm rambling. Highly recommend Mortal Kombat. You get what you can get from a PG-13 movie, but you get a lot of good stuff. So, highly recommend it. That's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. Comment below. Do you like this one? Have you seen it? Don't care. Did you like the games? What do you think of the casting? Am I being too hard on Bridget Wilson and Christopher Lambert? I still think they suck. Coming up, we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Maybe not necessarily Mortal Kombat Legacy, because that was a web series. We'll see. I might just do these two and then jump back onto what I have planned. But that's it. Ass Kicking August is fun. Got some interviews coming up. Live stream on the 22nd of this month, my 10-year anniversary. It's late. I don't know. All right. Cheers.